Bianca, and today I'm going to be talking about my experience applying to and now about to attend Johns Hopkins University. So, my main reason for applying to Johns Hopkins over any other school was that I knew I wanted to be in the medical field. And there's many experiences that have shown me that. My mom's a nurse, so from a young age I was very involved in medicine and I knew a lot about a variety of topics. When I started high school, I began volunteering at the emergency room at Beaumont Hospital, and I had so many wonderful experiences there, some not so great experiences there, but all in all, I just learned so much about medicine. I was friends with some of the doctors, nurses, nursing assistants. I helped out there a lot, and since I was there 4 to 8 hours a week for about a year, I just really learned what it would feel like to work in the medical field for a majority of my life. I also volunteered at St. Joseph Mercy Hospital during the summer. That experience was great as well because I was more in contact with the patients and I got to know them on a much more personal level. I also participated in the Focus STEM program, the Focus STEM Next Gen program at Carmanus Cancer Institute. There we would shadow different specialties. So we would shadow 2 different specialties per day that were all related to cancer because it is a cancer hospital. And for lunch, we would meet with different advisors, the CEO of Carmanus, and important people, and we would just spend time networking and not worrying about much else. Later, I joined the student executive board at Carmanus Cancer Institute because I love that organization so much, and I helped develop an 8-week research program for this summer, which has unfortunately been canceled due to COVID. So when I applied to Hopkins, I was very nervous that I wouldn't get in, so I also applied to a lot of other schools. When I was applying, I made sure to write my essay pretty early on so that I would have time to perfect it, edit it, all of that kind of stuff. So I wrote my essay in August, and honestly, I had many different drafts. I had a few drafts of things that I knew I would not end up using, and then I had a few that I kind of combined to come up with my final essay. So Hopkins really values collaboration and teamwork compared to other schools that I've seen. So when I was writing my specific essay for Hopkins, I made sure to really focus on those aspects, and it took me a long time to write because I wanted to write something genuine and something that had really impacted me during my high school career. So I knew I wanted to go to Hopkins over any other school because of the amount of incredible research opportunities they have. They have so many opportunities, so much funding, and they also have a great hospital that I could work at, shadow at, anything like that. And they're also located very close to DC. So there's even more opportunities in DC than there are in Baltimore, and many students I know work there, shadow there, volunteer there, and they have amazing experiences. In addition, Baltimore is home to some of the biggest headquarters, such as the Under Armour headquarters, and people I know have shadowed there and worked there, and they absolutely love it. So I did some other things to get into the school as well. I made sure to get a solid SAT score. I got a 1570 on my SAT, and I was also a National Merit Finalist. I did definitely prepare a lot for these tests. I wouldn't say all you should do is prepare for them, but definitely know that they do have a good amount of value. In addition to doing that during high school, I was very involved. I ran varsity, cross country, and track all 4 years of high school, and I was a captain for 2 of those 4 years. In addition to that, I also started psychology club at Novi High, along with some other people who wanted to start it with me. Regarding what I did outside of school, I also worked about 20 hours a week at various jobs, ranging from tutoring to working at IHOP to working at Jersey Mike's. Not the most glamorous, but I made some extra money. I just think that in high school you should do what you want to do, but also keep in mind your future goals. Like, I knew I wanted to go into medicine, so I still did what I want. I ran cross country, I worked hard, but I also kept in mind that the SAT was important. Taking AP classes were important. I took 12 APs during high school and 3 dual enrollment classes at Schoolcraft, and I kept in mind that my essays are very important, and I made sure to do volunteer work, shadow, and intern, and do some research at places so I could really get a grasp of the medical community and make sure that that is what I really wanted to do in my life and that there would be no regrets. Now I'm planning to go to Hopkins. I will be pursuing a double major in psychology and molecular and cellular biology on the pre-med track. And I plan to pursue an MD PhD, hopefully at Hopkins, and become a psychiatrist in the future. So yeah, my path to Hopkins was pretty straightforward, but it was pretty straightforward, and I think that you should know what school, like if you know what school you want to go to, you should definitely try to learn what they want in a future applicant and kind of like not change yourself, but mold yourself so that you have the best possible shot of getting into that school. Thanks for listening. Bye.